Hey everybody, welcome to the Flip. This week we have Andy, the Parrothead Picker. Andy, thanks for joining me. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, John? Thanks for
Good, man.
having me.
Absolutely. Take a second to kind of tell everybody about your channel.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys aren't familiar with me or haven't run across me, I'm Andy, the Parrothead Picker. A lot of times people ask me what Parrothead is. I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan, so all his fans are called Parrothead, so that's how I kind of got my name. Anyway, yeah, I sell on eBay, Amazon. I just started doing offer up, let go, local Facebook groups, but pretty much my main focus is eBay. I've been on eBay actually since 1997. So I'm kind of an OG on eBay. I guess back in the day, the Wild Wild West, when you send cash in checks through the mail. So been around for a little while, but yeah, relatively new to YouTube. Been around maybe I don't know, probably a year, I guess. So anyway, yeah. And then I pretty much I put out a usually every week I put out a Making Money Monday, kind of like an eBay sales update video for everybody. Just kind of shows a lot of the stuff that I sell. I'm mostly a clothing reseller, but during the summer I kind of shift my focus to hard goods. I think diversity is really important, especially in online sales and just sales in general. Not to pigeonhole yourself, into one thing. So yeah.
So you've been selling on eBay for 20 years. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, kind of an OG. I mean, it was 20 years ago. It was baseball cards and football cards. Just stuff like that. The easy stuff. And then I took a lot of time off. In and out here and there, but I've been doing pretty hard. Hard and heavy the last probably 2 years, 2.5 years. I got a daughter that I'm putting through private college, which is extremely expensive. I'm practically buying another house. So this is definitely kind of my side hustle at the moment. Once I get that all paid for, I'd like to get shifted over to do this full time. That would be excellent. But until then, holding down a 40-hour a week job. I work Tuesday through Friday, so I have my Mondays off. So like I said, it allows me to put out those Making Money Monday videos for everybody. And then I try to squeeze another, kind of a how-to video in once in a while, or just started kind of doing some live shows. I really enjoy doing that, interacting with people and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun to have people ask you questions and you try to answer. I mean, I'll never claim to know everything about everything, and it's amazing what you can learn just by having those people come in the chat, and talk to you and stuff like that. So that's always good.
Yeah, yeah. The live shows are definitely fun. I like when you do them and I can jump in and just get a quick question in real quick.
Yeah, definitely. It's same like I mean, I enjoy watching your shows, and I know you had a pretty interesting live show the other night,
Yeah,
which was a lot,
yeah, yeah. That
which was a
was a
lot
good
of
one.
fun. That was a good time. I won't say too much. People who haven't seen you yet, they need to tune in and check that out. It was a good time. You could tell you were a little nervous, but you calmed down as things went
Yeah,
along. So,
calm down's a good way to put it. It's funny you mentioned that
yeah,
because that live show has spawned a new show that I'll go ahead and plug here called
yeah.
Reseller Six Pack. Lonnie Garage Flips, that was kind of his brainchild. After seeing me, have a few beers on my live show, and Andy here is going to join us for that. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. Especially, I mean, I'm a big craft beer nerd, so yeah, when you guys want to do a show involving reselling and drinking, man, I'm all about that, man. So, it's gonna be later on in the afternoon, so I have no idea what kind of shape I'm gonna be in on a Sunday afternoon. So it could be interesting for sure, but I think it'll be a lot of fun just having everybody kind of sit around and have a couple of cocktails and God knows talk about whatever pops up. So,
Yeah, shooting the
you know.
breeze.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I believe it's what Yumi, Lonnie, Jory from Good Use Goods, and then what possibly Chad Pagel and Ronnie Hart.
Yeah, Chet Pagel,
Those.
Ronnie Hart, Tanya, Thrifty Treasures is
Oh,
going to join
yeah,
us. So yeah,
great.
it's like an all-star cast. I'm really excited about it. Every week is gonna. I don't think everybody's gonna be in every week. Not everybody can. Their schedules won't line up each time, but I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
get a lot of people in it every week for sure.
I think our reseller 6 pack might have turned into a reseller 12 pack.
Yeah, seriously, it's going to be a case at the rate we're going No kidding. I like that mug you've got. Is that a Margaritaville mug?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, you know what? I'll tell you a little story about this mug. Like I said, I don't know how long you've been following me or not, but I would say probably 3 months ago. This is kind of weird. I've never had this happen before. I get this box in the mail. You know, and as a reseller, you're always getting stuff in the mail. But I was like, one of those times is like, I'm not expecting anything. What is this box? And it's a little square-shaped box. And I didn't recognize the name. I didn't recognize it. And I was like, well, it wasn't for the wife. So I was like, what the heck is this? So I open it up, and inside is this mug, and it's got a Goodwill sticker on it. So I thought that was kind of odd. And there was this really nice letter from someone who's been watching my channel. Said, "Hey, I know you're a big Jimmy Buffett fan. I sent this to you. I have no idea how they got my address, how they found me. I mean, I know it's out there. It's easy to find." But the guy lived in Wisconsin. His name was Richard. He's never chatted with me, never left a comment for me, no nothing. So, I mean, it was really, really kind of a bizarre story, but I still have the letter the guy wrote me. It was a super, super nice letter, just pretty much thanking me for, everything that I do, the time that I put into it. He's learned a ton from watching my channel, and it was just basically a thank you. For basically for everything I did. And I was like, man, I was so appreciative to that guy. I think I've mentioned him probably in 3 or 4 videos. He's never, reached out to me since or anything like that, which is kind of bizarre. So, I mean, Richard, man, if you're ever watching this, man, know I appreciate, man, what you did. And believe me, I mean, I don't definitely go looking for stuff like that, but I think that was one of the coolest things that somebody's ever done for me. I mean, I think it had a 29-cent tag on it, but man, that was like the best 29 cents I think somebody ever could have spent on me. And the funny thing is, too, is this was actually a mug I did not have. So
Nice.
that was even better. I mean, I got a ton of Jimmy Buffett stuff and blah 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 Margaritaville stuff and what have you, but that was actually one I didn't have. So I thought that was, that was icing on the cake too as well. So that was really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Just to randomly have somebody send you something like that.
Yeah.
I know Lonnie says he runs into people, at garage sales that recognize him and stuff. I'm sure that's got to be weird.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen yet, which is, I'm sure, I get looks once in a while, especially like if I go to like little bigger areas, I'll get looks like, like maybe like somebody might recognize me. I mean, my channel is not that big yet. I think I just surpassed about 700 subs. So, I mean, I don't go, pushing it out there or anything like that. I haven't had a lot of help from, a lot of the big time guys, where, they'll get a push from some of these 10 and, 15,000 sub. But, I really don't want that either. I think being a smaller guy, I got plenty of time to answer anybody's questions that hits me up and stuff like that. It's nice when I go live that my chat isn't 250 people deep where I don't see questions. I mean, it might only be 20 or 30 people to where I can pretty much answer anything that comes my way, and it's more one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? It's so I definitely enjoy that.
Yeah. It looks like your channel has seen some pretty good growth. I mean, 700 subscribers is quite a bit. Do you actively try to grow it, or is it just kind of all
Nope.
organic? You just post the videos and then you get subscribers?
It's all organic. I mean, like I said, I've been. I think the Making Money Monday videos. I think the one I'll start working on after this interview here will be volume 32. So I mean, it's kind of gives you an idea about how long I've been doing those. That's not even a whole year's worth. I've had a couple weeks where I've missed a week or whatever, just stuff going on. But yeah, so it's like I said, it's probably been right about a year, just under a year. And like I said, it's all people that just pretty much just discovered me on their own and, what have you. I know Lonnie at Garage Flips, he did give me a shout out one day. And, and Lonnie's got a decent sized channel. Chris, the Walking Picker, he's actually reached out to me a couple times to do interviews. And usually it's always on, I just with my schedule and everything, things just hadn't worked the best. I'm definitely not blowing Chris off by any means because I'm usually always in the chat. Him and Dwayne Hale are great. I love their show. I try to catch it as often as I can, but sometimes making that commitment. That's why one thing that'll be great with this show here is if I can't make it that night, that there's going to be plenty of other people in there to carry the bill, and stuff like that. So like I said, we're definitely looking forward to this reseller 6-pack thing. I think this is gonna be an adventure for sure.
Oh yeah. What's nice too is that since we're gonna have probably 5 or 6 every week, if one of us can only do 15 or 20 minutes, then pop out and the rest of them are going to carry the show, kind of whoever wants to pop in and do the show. You were also talking about the Walking Picker show. Yeah, I really enjoy that show. I was watching that last night, and they had all three of the Cajun Pickers on. They had
Yeah.
Mike, Glenn, and Lonnie, just going back and forth talking about kind of how they kind of butt heads a little bit. Mainly Lonnie and Glenn, I think, because they're really
Well,
close
you
together.
get Michael Cole in there, and that guy's a character in
Oh,
himself,
he is.
man. I love Michael because he's kind of like the wild card. You
He
never
is.
know what that guy's gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I'm always like hanging on my edge of
Yeah.
my seat, going, "Okay, f bomb, he's
Yeah.
gonna drop it."
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Michael, man. He's quite the character.
Yeah, he's a trip. Mike just shoots from the hip, and I really like
Yeah.
that. You just don't know what's going to come out of his mouth next.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like guys like that, though. You know what I mean? They keep it real. There's nothing about that guy that is fake, by
Yeah.
any means. Everything he says, he means. There's just, yeah. I mean, he's not sugarcoating it, man. And this is how it is. You don't like it, don't watch me. I mean, and that's, sometimes that's kind of how I am. It's like, I mean, I just throw out what I know. I mean, just kind of like what you do. I mean, you're good at what you do. You throw out your knowledge, and you know, you're not afraid to share it with everybody. And we can all learn from each other, man. That's the best part of YouTube. And that's the thing. Honestly, one of the big things I really like with kind of being a, I guess, content creator or whatever now is, it motivates me, to keep doing this, but I also keep learning. I mean, because now I have a peer group, you know what I'm saying, of people that I can interact with and talk to. I mean, I have a couple resellers that I work with and stuff, but one is just, I call him the anti-reseller because he's just all about himself. He hates me and anyone else that resells. Everything's all for this guy, and he
Oh
doesn't
my gosh.
understand. Yeah, he doesn't understand what an ally he could have. You know what I'm saying? With, especially because like we work the same schedule, we like the same things, but he's just, he's one of those guys that I take food out of his mouth. And it's horrible that there's people like that, but
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, we got a big citywide garage sale in my local town this week. Another one of my buddies that I actually work with, that he does a lot of reselling, but he collects a lot though as well. So, but him and I are going to go out together, which is really cool. So we work good together, but he's got kids and he's got a lot of obligations, so we don't always get together. But it's fun when you can go out with somebody. Like I enjoyed your video with you and your dad. I thought that was a really, really cool idea. You guys get to bond like that once in a while and go out and go find stuff. I'd love to do that with my dad, but yeah, he's not about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's funny. Some people, they just hate, content creators. Oh, we're giving away secrets and this and that. And I've heard different people make good points. Basically, there's enough to go around. There really is. I mean, I've got 5 to 10 resellers I see on a regular basis at garage sales. And really, what it is you got to work a little harder. You've got to get up a little bit earlier, and you need to, um, I guess, think outside the box. Every sale I'm at, I'm asking for different things. I'm asking if they've got this or that, and I'm trying to make a contact at every sale. If they don't have anything I need, I'll give them my card and say, "Oh, if you've got this or that, or this, call me." And then down the road, they call me and they say they've got more stuff, and I make some more money that way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have no problem to drop my name and number. Hey, get back to me. Just this weekend was a perfect example of that. I stopped at an estate sale. Like I said, I do a lot of clothing sales. I try not to pick up clothes during the summer because I'd rather list all the fun stuff, the hard goods. But when you run across a deal, you got to jump on it. I mean, it's there. I'm taking it. I mean, when I could spend $25 to net me 500, I'm not leaving that on the table. I'm not doing it. So, and that was the thing is I paid up for a few items at the sale, but I left my number. I asked them what they were going to do with all this stuff that didn't sell. I was interested in it. And they called me. I was at another sale though earlier in the day, and they had a bunch of video games. I didn't get the call, but you know what? The one I did get panned out. I mean, and I'm going to make some pretty good money off of that. So, yeah, I have no problem. And that's the other thing too is I think a lot of resellers, especially new people, are afraid to tell people what they do. And they'll be sneaky about it. They're sneaky about getting out their phones, or they're sneaky about, what have you. And it's like, just be straight, man. A lot of doors will open just by being straight and honest. So But the whole thing with the phone is I think through time though you get better about learning what to pick up where you're not pulling your phone out all the time and this and that either. I mean, which is kind of nice because I know like when I first really started pushing harder on this and moving to, okay, what do I want to sell? And once I figured out, the things that I like or the things that don't sell, that was a really hard thing to get through my head, especially when I started, because it was like, oh, these things are all cool. They're all cool, but nobody wants those things. Just, guys, there's a very small little group of people like me that thought that stuff was neat. So I was sitting on a lot of inventory and stuff of just stuff that I was picking up because I thought it was cool. But now I learned what other people like, and it's such a broader horizon. I guess outlook of just different things that people are after and what have you. Now that's what I focus on, and so I don't have to pull my phone out all the time, but occasionally you run across that rare item or whatever, and you're like, man, I bet I should look this up. This might be a piece of gold here. You never know.
Yeah, you never do. That's the best thing too, is finding something that you didn't know before that is just worth hundreds of dollars.
Oh
That's
my God, yeah.
what makes you get up in the morning and go look.
Yeah, the chase.
Yeah, yeah. I watched that LL Bean Hall video you did. Man, that's a lot of nice shirts, and the LL Bean brand is really good.
It used to, I guess for me, I used to not do so well with it, but man, it just seems like lately, man, it goes pretty decent. All those shirts were all size large, which it's okay. I would have wished they were extra large or double extra large because man, they'd have been gone right now. But I think there was someone had told me when I started noticing that I was getting this like surge in LL Bean sales. It's like, man, I go, oh, my LL Bean stuff is just moving. I think there was something to do with Trump. There was he had kind of had some, I don't know if it was something to do with them in general, or he had kind of made some sort of a gesture toward them or whatever, but there was like a tie, and the LL Bean stuff really started to pick up and make a little bit of momentum. I don't know if it was coincidence or whatever, just something that somebody had passed on to me, but if that stuff's moving, I'm happy about it.
That's
So
great. I've heard
yeah.
that the LL Bean stores will take anything as far as
Yes.
returns go. Like you don't need
Yes. Yeah.
receipts or anything. I don't know if people are capitalizing off of that and buying it on eBay and then returning it or what. I've just
Yeah,
heard that
and
rumor.
that's another thing too. Yeah, I don't know if that's the case too. Is yeah, people are snatching this stuff up and then they're just exchanging it for something new. I have no idea, but you know what? Like I said, if it's putting money in my pocket, I don't care what they do with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's the way especially like all them shirts. I think I snatched them up for like 70 cents a piece. You know what? I don't care what you do with that. You know what I mean? My return on investment on that is going to be pretty decent. So yeah, I'm definitely happy. So
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to razz you a little bit. I see that Cubs hat
okay.
you're wearing, and
Yeah, they dropped a game behind your Reds.
that's right.
I
Yep. Yep. We're not doing so hot either, but we're still ahead of you guys right now, so I got to gloat a little bit.
yeah, we just got done. Well, actually, I think they got one more game with the Cardinals. So when you're playing the first place team and you're dropping games to them, you start dropping quick. So
Yep.
we took one from them, but yeah, they got a couple. So yeah,
We're playing you guys this week though, so that should be interesting.
yeah, in Chicago, I
In
believe, right?
Chicago, yep.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get that home stand. I think we got a big long streak of home games coming up. So yeah, hopefully we can get back toward the top. But yeah, we've had a lot of road games here recently, and it stinks in my area. We don't get a lot of games. They black out like so many games. I mean, even like woo.
Oh, cha-ching.
How about that? I thought I had that off. How was that? Oh, nice.
What'd you sell?
So yeah. I sold a Tony Lama belt buckle.
Oh, there you go.
Is one I picked up. If you guys watched, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I had a garage sale haul video. I picked up 3 belt buckles for 50 cents a piece, and I got $25 out of it. So
Wow. Just for
yeah,
the
pretty
one?
happy.
The one you got $25?
Yeah, I got 20. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
25.99. Yeah. I'll show. I don't know how well you can see this or not, but it's a really nice Tony Lama. It's kind of like a Western belt buckle,
That's
but
great,
yeah,
man.
it's 25.99 or
Yeah.
25.49. So yeah,
That'll,
super.
that'll be an easy ship too. Just throw that in
Oh
a,
yeah, okay, yeah,
bubble mailer.
that's
You'll be
super.
good.
That's super lightweight.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
That's great,
So
man.
yeah, those bucks shipped, so that was all profit. And I had think I picked up a Corvette belt buckle that day and old Budweiser belt buckles. So yeah, I mean, don't sleep on belt buckles, man.
Yeah.
There's some good ones out there. Like I said, when I seen that, you know, it's solid brass, and it had a exclusive collection or something like that. So I don't think there was very many of them out there that style. So yeah, I was like, you want how much? And he was like 50 cents, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm all about 50 cents. So
Yeah. All day long.
definitely.
I'm curious a little bit about your YouTube channel.
Okay.
I'm always interested in seeing going back in time of people's first videos and where they are now and where they're going a little bit. Is there anything you haven't done yet with your YouTube channel that you might want to do down the road?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, I've actually went back and watched some of like my kind of first videos and stuff, and oh my God, they're horrendous. Uh, and you know, the nerves, I think nerves were like a kind of a big thing. I used to get busted on quite a bit, and I still get it once in a while. I say an awful lot in my
Oh, I do
videos.
too. I
Right
say it all
away,
the
man.
time.
I was getting so many people that were like going, you know, man, you say all the, and it, you know. So I would address it. I mean, I take ownership and stuff like that. You know, I was like, yeah, I know I do it. I'm working on it, but I think a lot of times too, when you're just talking to yourself, you know, your mind is processing sometimes faster than your mouth's going, or your mouth's going faster than your mind. You know, what I mean, so it's yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know, you know, with my channel, I'm happy where things are at. Like I said, I'm not too big, but at the same time, you know, it is still steadily growing. I get so many, you know, people that, you know, message me and ask me stuff, or they'll like, hey, will you do a video on this? Or, hey, you know, I just love the positive support. You know, I mean, I got a couple haters now. So they always say, you know, once you start getting the haters, you know, you're on your way. But yeah, usually every video, as soon as I put it out, usually within about 30 minutes, I always got one dislike. So,
Oh my
but you know,
goodness.
and you know, it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
I could care less. You know what I'm saying? And you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, they really don't mean anything. But I know the more you get on either direction, it still pushes your video. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's all okay. But you know what? And I guess whoever the individual is, they follow me every week.
Yeah.
So you know, it's like, well, you know, I'm totally cool with that. You know,
They
but
take the time
it's
to
kind of
go
funny.
thumbs down your video. That's just crazy.
Yeah, yeah, you know, like I said, it's all good. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't care, but I think it is. I think it's funny. A lot of times now, almost anymore, I like wait for it. It's like, man, I haven't got my thumbs down yet.
Yeah.
Where's that
Like, when's it
guy? I
coming?
go, yeah, it's like almost like look forward to it. I was like, okay, now I know he's seen my video. Then I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm good. You know, but
Oh gosh. Hey, that gives you one extra view and, one extra, you know,
yeah,
thumb
definitely.
action or whatever it is that boosts your video. That's awesome. Oh man. Well, Andy, thanks for your time. I'll just one more question for you. I ask
Okay.
this to everybody. What advice would you give to somebody who just wants to start buying and selling on eBay?
Man, it's probably a two-parter. You know, one, I kind of addressed earlier, just diversify. You know, don't pigeonhole yourself into one thing, and you know, really do your due diligence and research. You know, I mean, don't just go out and just start buying a bunch of stuff thinking you're going to make a bunch of money on it. Watch people like you and and Lonnie at Garage Flips and Chad Pagel and Ronnie Hart and all them guys. I mean, them guys are the old veterans, man. I mean, they know so much, and I've learned a lot from watching those guys. And they're usually always great about helping people out and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just just keep an open mind. I mean, I'm always learning. I love listening to other people and seeing what they're doing and learning. Yeah, I guess to sum it all up, always be learning. I mean, that's definitely.
That's great. Well, Andy, thank you for joining me. Everybody, please go check out his channel. It is the Parrothead Picker. He does about 2 to 3 videos a week, and they're awesome. He's got a lot of good information, and it's really entertaining.
All right, thanks, John. I appreciate it.
All right, take care, Andy.
All right, bye bye.